Hey y'all, I am here. So, I am here to run through very quickly the BET Awards 2020. Now, I am going to do another, more in depth review, probably like tomorrow or the day after with the people I normally do my show on Saturday. But I just want to come here. I just got done with the show. So, this is what I want to say the overall show before I kind of get into some performances. I am pleasantly surprised, BET. This was actually one of the better award shows, which is kind of crazy. In the last couple of years, I wasn't really sure. Nobody was really sure how this was gonna work, as far as the virtual was concerned. I wasn't sure if it was gonna be like a live feed, but everybody pretty much pre-recorded all of their performances. Um, budget, budget. Everybody, nobody had for real a bad. There wasn't a bad performance for real tonight, which is mind-boggling because normally with the BET Awards, it's normally one or two really good performances and the rest is just fucking trash. But I will say this: a lot of y'all got help. A lot of y'all faves got help because of the fact that they did have the background and all this other stuff. But when I actually go through them, a lot of these people, they put a lot of money and they put a lot of thought into their set, into their song, and I think it was dope as hell. One only critique I will have is number one, Amanda Seales as a host. Let's just talk about it. Amanda Seales, I'm sorry. You started off, okay, so the first part of it, the little first part was kind of okay, was kind of a little funny. The whole shot at Terry Crews, like Terry Crews didn't come, we see why. That was funny. Everything else was not necessary. I understood like what she was trying to do because it's been 40 years of BT. The whole point is that Amanda's kind of jumping around to different like shows that BT has had throughout the years. Emerson Park, Rap City, Teen Summit. But somebody said something, and I think this would have been a good idea. Cedar from Cedar's World should have actually did the whole thing because for real, that kind of makes sense, right? But anyway, Amanda wasn't very funny. It's hard to be a host, so that's why everybody brings up Monique. But it's hard to be a host. It really is, especially in that type of segment. I didn't really find anything that she did funny. The funniest thing that she did, it wasn't even what she did. It was just the way that the white woman said it. The little Zoom call that she did with all of the white women, the Karens, that was not funny. But all I heard, because I was doing my homework and I was typing all I heard is, she's a black. That had me dying. Don't know why, but that shit had me cracking up. But everything else, Amanda wasn't really your best. But again, I'm not gonna shit on her too much because it's hard to be a host. That's why there's haven't been that many. Out of all of the 20 years, we only really ever say Monique and Will and Jada, and that was like '04, I think, of like '06. So, you know what I'm saying? So yeah. But yeah, in general, like I said, I think the performances as a whole, they were very clean. They were very clean, and the production value and the value was amazing. And the crazy part is, a lot of these people performances, although it was pre-recorded, was better than their actual videos, like videos that they shoot. Shout out to y'all. So let's start off. So okay, so we start off with, I think his name is Keydron Brown. He comes in and he's singing this song. He was singing down. The runs was intense. They were here for it. And then we slide into Public Enemy. Fight the power. We gotta fight the power with that beat. Wait, what my favorite line from that? Because I said it one time. One time I said this at work, and this white woman behind me got so offended. I was like, Elvis was a hero to many, but he never meant shit to me. Straight up racist. Shout out to Public Enemy. And that white woman was so mad behind me, Lord knows. But shout out to them. They had Public Enemy, and they pretty much kind of did like a remix. They had Nas, which is my stepfather, because that's pretty much my mama's baby daddy. Okay, then we got Rhapsody. Rhapsody is slept on. I'm glad she came through. She killed the verse, killed the bars. Then we had Black Thought come through. And then we had YG come through too. YG actually did way better, like bars wise, than I expected. Don't know why. YG is okay of a rapper, but the bars that he gave, they were cute. You do some other fly shit, YG, but that was cute. That was cute for what it was. So I like the way, so pretty much the way that they came in, it was pretty, yeah. He was like, okay, I see what type of time you're on. Now, another critique I will say that I did see a lot of people say, I don't really know if it's a fair critique because, okay, on one hand, we do need to address the issues. Shout out to Adrian Expression because he said this. On one hand, I get that we need to address the issues, but at the same time, it's like, my gosh, can we be a little bit happy? And it's like, I'm not gonna fault BT too much because they would be wrong if they didn't touch on the subject, but it was a very heavy award show because every single person's performance and every single thing has something to do with the movement, which I'm appreciative of, but it was kind of also kind of heavy. You get what I'm saying, at the same time. But anyway, so let's get to the technically what would be the first performance, I guess, after the original one, whatever. Is we got Rowdy. So we got Rowdy at the piano. So somebody let me know, was Rowdy really playing the piano or was he just like sitting there in a high fashion, like on your G-Wagon, like on your... I did not like that song until it became a single because his album, it was hard for me to listen to his album because he sounds, to me personally, don't kill me, y'all fans, but he sounds so much to Thug, like me, Young Thug, when I listen to him on a lot of the tracks, that it was kind of hard for me to get into. But I like High Fashion, I like that song. He did High Fashion. Shout out to the dark girls he had up in there, okay? And then he also did I just done live in a box. And I also want to say, if y'all go back, I did a BET Awards nomination like kind of prediction video like a couple days ago, and I'm not gonna say I wasn't right for everything, but I was right for a lot of the pretty much the main categories. I pretty much was right for. I was right about BT Her, Blue Ivy, Brown Skin Girl won. Shout out to Blue Ivy Carter. She already has. She shits on you hoes. Like how she got a BET award, but Brandy and Ray J don't. Get out of here. Shout out to Blue. Shout out to Blue. Okay. After that, but yeah, Rowdy, I'm sorry, let me say Rowdy's, his performance, it was good. I liked it visually. So he kind of set the tone for what the rest of the evening was gonna be like, and he actually did really good. You could tell they spent the nice coin. They spent the nice coin on that little performance. It was cute, okay? Then we had they talked about Princeton's first black valedictorian, which is that's absolutely ridiculous. Then we had John Legend. He came through and he sang in an abandoned warehouse, but he sang down. Every time John sings, I feel like I hear my ancestors plowing in the field. I know that sounds crazy, but that's what I hear every time John opens his mouth. Every time I hear the Negro spiritual just deep in him. Okay. Then we had Best Female Rapper. That went to Meg. That's exactly who it is that I expected it to go to, who I predicted would go to. Meg fucking deserves. Meg has been that bitch pretty much for the past year and a half, going on 2 years. Meg has been that bitch. Nobody's touching her right now, so of course she fucking deserves, okay? Then we move on to, I think his name is Masego, and he was like one of the artists that they kind of do, like to focus on. And he did a song called My Queen. Now I'm gonna say this, BT. The reason why I like this format is because it really actually gives the audience like no choice, honestly, but to sit and be into the performance, especially with the newer people, newer up and coming artists. Normally at the award shows, they like on the Nissan stages to the side, and then they pan to them all for like 30 seconds, then cut off and go to commercial. But I feel like this way is probably like these artists right here. I'm gonna honestly say these artists that was on this year, the newer ones, they probably got the best promotion that any new artist has probably got, as far as being like, like kind of like a, like an up and coming artist featured on this platform, because we as the viewing audience really had no choice but to sit there and watch it. And of course, now not everybody's not going to be into it, but I like the song. The song is a fucking bad. Like, we're going to get into it because, like I said, I'm going to talk to my friends later and I'm going to do a video, so I don't want to get too much into it, but I like the song a lot. I like the performance. I thought it was dope. It was a nice vibe. Like I told somebody, I wanted to roll a blunt up after it, so I gotta go and check out his music, okay? Then we got who everybody was looking for, which is our bitch Meg, okay? Let me tell you something. So when the scene first came on about where Meg was, I thought she was giving me Run the World vibes, like Beyonce Run the World vibes. But then as I kept watching, I'm like, oh no, bitch, this is Mad Max. That's what she did. She pretty much redid Mad Max, whatever, and she did, I do hot girl, or I'm a hot girl, I do hot shit. I'm so with my outfit, whatever. That new song that literally just came out like yesterday or whatever, and I kind of already know it. That song bops. And then she did Savage, okay. She did the remix or whatever. Meg, you ate that performance. The visuals, my goodness. I'm gonna keep talking about the visuals for everybody. Everybody visuals was on fucking point. You did a whole situation, Meg. Like I said, you did a whole Mad Max theme. Like you killed that shit for it to you. She did that. She did that. And I'm gonna say this again. I've always said this about Meg. I appreciate Meg being one of the very few female fucking rappers who dances. And Cardi is the same way. That's why I fucked with Cardi so hard when she came out, because again, I'm gonna use Nicki because Nicki's the only person I got right now. But Nicki doesn't really dance like that when she performs or anything like that. So I appreciate the choreography. I appreciate the effort being put in. So shout out to fucking Meg, okay? Then we had Best International Act, which goes to Burna Boy. I'm so okay. So in my review, I said for my prediction, I said Stormzy, but I also said if it goes to Burna Boy, I would not be sad, bitch. On the low, on the low, on the low, Angelina. And a cold and a time to the child. If you call, it will come deliver. That album, bop. And on top of that, the song that he did on The Gift. Wait. Jaraja, and Jaraja. Everybody keep on searching, Jaraja, for miraculous blessing, Jaraja. Love Burna Boy. Everything that he said, I love Burna Boy. Every time he get on the TV, he is preaching to African Americans about how we need to pay attention to Africa and help get Africa together, which I fucking agree. You know, we gotta figure out our top. We gotta figure that relationship out. Cause I want to pause for the cause, but I seen a lot of people mad. If y'all don't know, Beyonce dropped the trailer. It leaked yesterday, but I think it was supposed to come out today after she did her little speech. But the trailer for the Gift album that she did last year, which was pretty much for the Lion King, that dropped or whatever, and that's supposed to come out on Disney Plus July 31st, I think. Now I seen a lot of people online pretty much saying how they don't. It's kind of the same thing when the album came out about how they felt like, oh, Beyonce wants to use African tropes, but she doesn't do anything. And I love how in the humanitarian little video, how they talked and showed about the different things and ways that she helps out in Africa. But we'll get that later. But regardless, shout out to Burna Boy, okay? Then the next performance we had was The Baby and Roy Rich again with Rockstar. Now I ain't gonna lie, I wish, kind of, sort of wish that they would have put a trigger warning in the beginning, but I'm not gonna do too much because that shit was a little bit triggering. That cop on his knee, that man on his neck with his knee is kind of fucking triggering. I get what he was doing, and I love the message that he was sending throughout the whole thing. But I'm gonna tell you what was really triggering. The very end, when he had that little black girl come back up at the end and hold the little sign, and it was playing that clip of I'm pretty sure everybody's seen that clip of the little black girl who's at the, I don't know, she's at like some type of meeting, and she's pretty much crying, talking about how scared she is and how her parents can't go nowhere. And this little girl, she's a little girl. Triggering, made me cry. Shout out to you, the baby. That shit was triggering as hell, but it was effective, and the message was clear. Okay. The message was fucking clear. Then we had Jennifer, the I don't like living in your spotlight, Hudson. Okay, come on, Jennifer. Jennifer came through. You know, she did We Young, Gifted, and Black. Shout out to Aretha, okay? She gave Aretha vibes just standing there. She sang down, of course, as she did. And then we seen after her performance, we seen pretty much the trailer to the Aretha Franklin movie, which, bitch, I can't wait. I feel in my spirit that Jennifer's gonna win another Oscar for this. I don't know why, but it's giving me Oscar worthy type of thing. They have a lot of good people in there. Forest Whitaker, I seen Marlon Wayans, I seen a whole bunch of people, and Mary J. Blige. I seen a lot of good people in that movie, so I'm excited to see Respect. I'm very excited. If y'all don't know, Aretha Franklin handpicked Jennifer Hudson to play her, so I am very excited to see this. Very, 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 very excited. Then next we have Anderson .Paak and Jay Rock. Now let me say this. I have heard of Anderson .Paak. I think I might have listened to, I think I went back maybe last year and listened to one of his albums. I am not the biggest fan. I can't really get into all of his music, but that song that he performed tonight with J-Rock, I like that song a lot, and I have to figure out what the name of it is. If y'all know, please drop in my comments. But I really like that song. Again, I'm gonna be honest. There wasn't too many songs that was played tonight that I did not get into, even the people that I didn't fucking know. But yeah, I like the setup. J Rock's verse was immaculate. That's the main reason I want to fucking hear that song again. His immaculate, fucking immaculate. Then we move on to another guy that is pretty much like an up and coming artist. His name is LONR. And all I got down is that he sounds like Miguel, but I also want to hear that song too. I like that song that he did, and his performance was very stripped down. It gave me what is his name? Giveon, like I want you, like that type of vibe, because it was just him in front of this one screen, and he was singing a little light skin thing. But again, it was a vibe. It was a vibe. A lot of these songs were a vibe. So I want to get into him. I gotta look him up, look up his music too. Then next we get into Little Richard tribute. Now a lot of people will split on this. So Wayne Brady did the tribute. Now, personally, do I think they could have done better? Yes. Or I don't want to say done better. Could they have gotten someone else to do it? Yes. Now, I thought Wayne Brady was just going to be like in the top half. I didn't know he was going to do the whole thing. Now, did he do terrible? Did he do bad or something? No. But they could have had Wayne Brady and then somebody else as well. That's just my opinion. But I think Wayne Brady did good for what it was. He fucked it up, killed it at the end, all of them dance steps left and right. But again, I wasn't as mad as everybody else on Twitter was. I just think it is what it is. He didn't do the worst job. He didn't like disgrace him or anything like that. So I feel like as long as you didn't disgrace the person, you did the best that you could do. It is what it is. They asked him, he did it. I'm not mad at that. Okay. Then we have best female R&B. All right, so this is where we have a fucking problem, BT, and it goes to Lizzo. Now I'm gonna tell you why I'm mad. I don't know why, but I knew in my heart to heart that y'all was gonna give this shit to Lizzo, and this is no fucking shade to Lizzo, because Lizzo is amazing. But the fact that Summer fucking Walker was in that category and y'all did not give it to her, that pisses me the hell off. Because if we're talking about R&B, shout out to Lizzo. Lizzo is dope. She literally messes around. She does hip hop. She does a little bit of rapping, a little bit of R&B, a little pop. But I'm sorry, I would consider Lizzo more pop leaning than anything. But if you're gonna put her in a category, fine. But I do not believe that she deserved that award. Not for best R&B album. Summer Walker, that album. Okay, Summer Walker album is a thorough through and through R&B album. That is a traditional R&B fucking album. It's a little bit more new age, but it's still R&B top to bottom. Again, no shade to Lizzo, but Lizzo is more so pop leaning than she is R&B. Now, if this was just best female, okay, cool, give it to Lizzo. But specifically R&B, I'm gonna tell you who deserved that. Summer Walker deserved that, and if not Summer Walker, Kalani deserved that. If we're talking about pure R&B, that's just my opinion. I was pissed. I literally tweeted, so Summer Walker wasn't a thing, BT? Okay. And I said, okay, BT, okay. I don't like the disrespect of Summer Walker. That album, come on. That album literally sold, I think, 1 million in the first week. Like, what are we doing here? What are we doing? What are we doing? And no shade, but Lizzo has also gotten, like they said when it was doing the nomination, she has gotten her flowers. It's not like Lizzo didn't get her flowers. But let's be real. What other award show and platform is going to give Summer Walker hers? And I feel like that's part of BET's job, is to pretty much give a platform and acknowledge artists that on any other fucking stage they would not be acknowledged, regardless of, regardless of their impact. Summer Walker's impact is crazy, but I don't think that Summer Walker will be awarded at no Billboard Awards or a fucking AMAs or even an MTV Awards. She should be getting awarded here. That's my tangent. I'm done going off of my tangent about Summer Walker. That really pissed me the fuck off. I was pissed. That's the only thing, honestly, that really pissed me off this whole night. Like, don't ever fucking disrespect Summer like that. What the fuck's wrong with y'all? And then go have her fucking perform. Anyway, then Alicia came through and she did her little thingy. Now, I didn't really pay attention to Alicia because I just seen her and John the other day on Versus, but I know she sang down. Then we have Chloe and fucking Halle. So, I have yet to do a video on this, but I will be uploading a video very soon on why Chloe and Halle are those girls and why they are the next reigning fucking Supremes. Let me tell you something about Ungodly Hour. That album If they don't get their awards, if they don't get their things for that album, I fucking know something. I know something. If the Grammys don't give them what they deserve, I know for a fact I got something against Beyonce. There's no ifs, ands, or buts that y'all gonna have something. That album is a whole bop, top to bottom. Bitch, wonder what she thinks of me? Mm-mm. Chloe and Halle, this particular run, this ever since they fucking dropped to Do It, which was maybe like a month ago, their rollout has been, it's been spectacular. The visuals is fucking on point. Bitch, the visuals for Do It and Forgive Me is on point. Every fucking performance that they've done, the class of 2020 performance, the performance that they did, I think, on Good Morning America on that damn tennis court, and they used that tennis court again. Come through, Chloe. Y'all not seeing them when it comes to the visuals and vocals. Y'all are not seeing these girls. Y'all not seeing them, and they have finally stepped into it. They've stepped into like the fact that they know that they did shit. And let me tell you something, Chloe. I keep saying this to myself, so I'm glad I can finally say it out loud. Whatever it is, Chloe has it. Like whatever that it thing is, Chloe literally has it. And I'm seeing the growth in Halle. Halle is slowly but surely starting to get the confidence. Ooh, do y'all be hearing Halle on the high part? Do y'all hear Halle on the high part? The performance, period. I already knew it was gonna slay. But then, this is my thing. Did y'all catch the double entendre? When Amanda Seales introduced them, she said, we have to sit Brandy and Monica down pretty much and explain to them, why they shouldn't be fighting over this boy. Then we get to the performance and you see them do Forgive Me, then it switches over and you see them do it, do it, and then you see that it's like two of them. To me, oh shit, hold on y'all. Sorry, there was a moth. But anyway, so yeah, when they switch back over to Do It or whatever, and then they switch back over to Forgive Me, and you can see the split. It gave me straight The Boy Is Mine vibes because Brandy was on this side, Monica was on this side. It also gave me, because they did dance battle, also gave me Lose My Breath tease. You know what I mean? When the two girls sickening, the outfits were everything. The vocals. Let me tell you something. This performance was probably the best vocally that they changed the song. Oh my gosh, them in the background, them adding the ad-libs. Like somebody said, they showed that they went and they graduated with high honors from Beyonce Academy, because it was just so Beyonce. It was just so Beyonce through and through. Okay, and I know Beyonce was sitting at home like, I did that. Those is my girls. Sure did. Then, speaking of Summer, we had Summer and Usher come out and do their little thing. Now some people were saying they didn't like the way that Summer was singing it. I did. I like the fact that she sung the chorus pretty much kind of in her natural voice. I like the way that she sung it a lot. And then Usher came through and he did his little part. I thought that their performance, I'll say this, out of everybody's performance, theirs was the least, it wasn't the least exciting. It was kind of lackluster, but it wasn't a bad performance, you know what I'm saying? But it just wasn't a whole lot. But it's only because they were kind of just sitting there and singing a song, which that's fine. That's all you really need to do. Summer can sing her ass off, and so can Usher. And Usher, I heard you at the end with the little runs. I heard you with the high note. I heard you hit the head. I heard you. We still waiting on confessions, but I heard you. Okay. Alrighty. Getting to the end. Then we got Album of the Year. I got that right. Who won? Rowdy. I said that. I said if anybody's going to win, it's probably going to be Rowdy, because Rowdy has had a hell of a year. Then we have John McReynolds and Kane Brown, which is some country artist who came out. John McReynolds, he sang, okay? He sang. I've heard of Kane Brown before, but never heard his music, so that was different. Like I put out on my tweeted, shout out to BET for doing that. I think this might be one and only time that they've ever had a black country musician. But quiet as kept, black people, we created that genre too. And I know white people get mad when we say this, but it's facts. Black people really have created almost every genre that y'all fuck with in this country. We have created it. Just because y'all stole it from us, but we really did create almost all of it. Country, rock and roll, R&B, hip hop. Just stay mad about it. Stay fucking mad, okay? Then I don't really know what happened after that because I stopped paying attention. But I know Auntie Michelle came out. Now I love this. This is what kills me. It says a lot that Beyonce feels like the only person that's worthy to ever give her an award is Michelle. And the fact that Michelle is always willing to do it, that says even more. Like the past 3, 4 awards that Beyonce has got, Michelle gives it to her. I mean, but to be quite honest, who else is gonna give it to her other than Tina? Who else is gonna give it to her? Who else? You got Tina, you got Blue, you got probably Kelly or Michelle, and then Michelle, First Lady Michelle. I mean, come on. It's like her fifth fucking time giving her an award, but she fucking deserves. Again, like I was saying earlier, I'm glad that they showed the work that she has done, not just here but overseas, and the way that she, puts her money and stuff. Something else I want to talk about is I don't think a lot of people know or realize that Beyonce puts a lot of her own money into not just philanthropy work, because that's one thing, but the actual art that she puts out. If y'all pay attention, the Instagram post that Miss Tina had put out after the trailer for the Gift album or whatever, for the Gift movie coming out, she said in there, she was like, I don't think y'all understand, like, the physical, mental, and financial burden or fight or responsibility that she takes on. And she was like, I've said to her, you're doing a lot, like, especially financially, you're taking on a lot. I don't think people realize that Beyonce, she puts a lot of her own money into shit because she wants shit to look a certain way. She wants shit to work a certain way. So because of that, she literally takes her own money and she puts it back into her art. I'm pretty sure Disney probably did give Beyonce a decent ass budget to do that album, but I'm pretty sure she herself probably put a lot of money into it to do a whole lot of other things that Disney probably was not gonna pay for or didn't agree to pay for. You know what I mean? So shout out to B. B got on there looking like I said, her hair was laid like butter on a Bojangles biscuit. I don't even understand how a human being can look damn near that perfect. She looked fucking amazing. Her hair was laid. That necklace was everything. I couldn't see the whole outfit. I could see the top part. It looked amazing. The skin was glowing. She came through real fast. She said what she had to say. Bitch, get your asses out there and vote. I'm getting the fuck off of here. Play my damn commercial. I said, yes, B. Classic Beyonce. Give me my things. Thank you. I'm going home to my 50 limb children. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Now everybody was trying to say, oh, she's gonna do a performance to my Black Parade. I didn't think she was gonna do it. I really didn't, because I'm like, she has. I feel like if the Gift, the little album video, whatever, the movie wasn't coming out, then I would be like, probably. But because she already has content coming, I didn't see her doing it, and she didn't. And then finally we ended it with, there's a bomb in Gilead. There's a bomb in Gilead. Oh, Jesus. There's a bomb in Gilead. He's a healer. Okay, not that song, but her. Karen and her daughter Kiara came through. Kiara was speaking a word. Like, she was right in the camera and she was speaking a whole word. And I felt it in my spirit. So yeah, like I said, the BET Awards was cool. I liked the commercials a lot. The majority of the commercials were dope as hell. Also shout out to BET for all of the docuseries that they come in. I will be watching all of them. I will be watching, the one I'm most excited about is the Rough Riders one. I'm very excited about that. But they have one with the Rough Riders, they got one with Cash Money, they got one with No Limit. So they got a whole bunch of docuseries coming in. So I'm excited about that. But like I said, I'll be back probably tomorrow or the day after to do a more in-depth review with the people I normally do my video with. But I'm out. Tell me what y'all think. Bye.